Scott Adams is right about transparent elections, and I say this because of a recent viral video that was posted by the chairwoman of the Arizona GOP on Twitter. The 2020 election was non-transparent by force, bullying to cheat, stop the steal. And in this video that we'll watch in a second, you'll see that Scott Adams makes some very reasonable points.
Everybody looking for these, little bits of evidence of whether this election was stolen or not, it's complete misdirection. You don't need evidence if bullies chased out the witnesses.
You're not letting me in? No.
Let me say that again. Bullies chased out witnesses in the key cities.
They're throwing all the Republican challengers out of this room.
So keep that fact, just as one little fact. Bullies chased out witnesses to the vote count.
Work here! Move your hand!
The majority inspector threatened to slap me in the face.
If you're telling us to leave, we will leave. Yes. Okay, Sergeant, we will leave. Okay.
Let us in. They won't let us in. Now they put cardboard over the windows.
Why don't we call
They put cardboard over the windows?
Will you let them in?
Can't.
Every fucking thing you say after that doesn't matter. All that matters is it was non-transparent by force. And if you allow yourself to imagine the other stuff matters, you are victim of misinformation and misdirection.
How is he wrong? There's no legitimate time when Republican poll watchers should be excluded from watching the counting of the ballots. There's no time when it is legitimate for the Republican poll watchers to be bullied and threatened and insulted. And there have been now, I think, dozens of cases of people coming forward and saying, this happened to me. Rudy Giuliani has collected a slate of affidavits saying exactly that. We have, as we saw, video evidence of them just saying to their faces, Republicans, get out. We won't allow you in. And when asked, the chap said, well, I can't. That's a strange response, isn't it? I can't. Not that I shouldn't or I won't or you shouldn't be in here. That there is something physically stopping me from doing this. Even though I think that that is probably illegal to be done. In that case, I think it was Detroit. Barricading up the windows so the Republican poll watchers can't even see in, let alone be allowed in to do their jobs. The process itself becomes illegitimate because now it opens up the possibility of fraud. We don't actually have to prove fraud existed to say that these are illegitimate elections because of the behavior of the people running these elections. One side now has no reason to trust the other. If the Democrats are going to operate in what is clearly an aggressive and, as they say, bullying way, then the Republicans have got no reason to trust that they won't cheat. What would be the point to doing any of this if cheating wasn't on the agenda? Now it is just the facade of democracy. Now it is just power being exercised unlawfully through the sort of front of casting ballots. It is, as I said, illegal to do this because this is the sort of thing that happens in banana republics, not in Western liberal constitutional democracies. They have no right to behave this way. The Republicans have every right to watch the ballots being counted. This is unacceptable, and need I say, if it were the Republicans preventing Democrats going into the polling institutions and watching the ballots being counted, I'm pretty sure the sky would be falling down and everyone on the face of the planet, everyone in the media, everyone in politics would be saying, well, this is suspect. This is outside of the norm for the sort of behavior you'd expect during an election. Why is this happening? We demand answers. But it seems that it is just the Trump supporters who are concerned about this. Again, if this was the other way, you would expect that there would be people on the Republican side saying, well, even though we may have won these elections, if there are some serious concerns about the validity of the process going through the election, we would like the investigation done in order to clear our name. But that isn't happening by the Democrats, is it? Instead, it is about rushing forward President-elect Biden and assuming that everything has gone just fine without any questions that need to be answered, even though there are massive concerns regarding this election. And this is why Trump was tweeting about it and retweeting Scott Adams. As he says there, I won the election big. Well, we'll never know. The poll watchers weren't allowed in to see whether the votes were being counted correctly, and it seems that there's every attempt to stop an investigation into this. But I mean, don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Anyway, folks, if you'd like to see more content from us, you can go to lotuseaters.com, where we have a slew of news articles I think you'll find very interesting, including various sort of corporate woke agenda being enforced on people that folks send to us that we publish, because we think that you should know what's going on. And you can also sign up for premium content. We have fantastic stuff, a bunch of articles by noted public figures and journalists. And of course, we have a book club where we review very interesting and important books. This week, we'll be going up Common Sense by Thomas Paine. I know, edgy, relevant, but stick with me. This is worth your read. And we'll be covering Frank Dicotta's Dictators later on this week. So that'll be going up soon as well. See you over there, folks.